Hello, friends and subscribers, and all you people that have been so diligent to hang in there with me. I am so, I don't know, a little confused with our weather, but we have had 60s all winter pretty much. It get cold at night and get warm in the day, and we've had a couple snowy days. An inch or two, maybe 4 inches once. But moisture level, they're saying like under 2 inches for the winter. It is a very cold breeze today. I am going to take all of my hummingbird baths, which I kind of have wrapped up at the moment. But I am going to take these hummingbird baths and I am going to get them all cleaned up and renewed and make sure none of them are leaking, and I'm going to get them ready for springtime and for hummingbirds. And then I want to make a water feature. If you've ever seen a water wall that has water running down on it, over it with bricks that are kind of just some protrude out just a little more than the others, so it's an uneven surface going upright. When my husband, after his accident, was in the Georgetown in Utah hospital, they had this big water wall in this sitting area right outside the hospital main entrance, where you could kind of step over to the side, and it was a little sitting area, and there was this water wall there which had blooming, flowering trees and things all around it. And I have my branches here, cool branches that I found for the birds to perch on. Anyways, I would sit by that water wall, and the hummingbirds just loved it. They would kind of fly in the mist that was coming off of it, because it would hit the different level of those little bricks, and it would just kind of splash out a little bit. But it was almost like a mist, and it was definitely cool. Dropped the temperature in that area 10 to 20 degrees. And so anyway, it looks like we had frost last night. I think it dropped down to 17 degrees, which it hasn't done. And now I have flowers coming up in all these pots. I will show you. I sat down under a blanket because it is cool out here. But I haven't been able to make any videos. Take the ice out, give them a little water. These are supposed to be honeysuckle plants in there, but I have pine boughs and stuff in there. Try to do this so the light can shine on the plants that are coming up. Looks like mostly catmint. I think that's what that is. I don't know. I'll double check. Anyways, this is one of the pots that I dug the canna lily bulbs out. Actually, this is bee's balm, and that whole pot should be bee's balm. This was zinnias, and if they came up by seed, they would be coming up a little more. This, I believe, is the catmint. Almost looks like a verbena leaf, but I know that ain't coming up. Should have lavender in this one. Should be signs of it. This is my purple annual salvia, and usually it recedes with it dropping down to 17 degrees. I think if these were coming up, that they've kind of backed off a bit. This is all the catmint that keeps coming up. This is pin stemming. I don't see anything in that pot. This is bees balm and cat's mint. And I'm not seeing anything there. This is honeysuckle, and it thinks it's summer. We got all kinds of buds on there, which I think that the hummingbirds would probably come early with all the weather we've had, but I don't know if it'll drop cold right before they come. After they come, I don't know. I don't see any sign of life there. There's a lot of salvias and a lot of black and blue salvias, and this here is hyssop, or hummingbird mint. And there's a bunch of it trying to come up. I don't know what if I should protect these or let them be if they're going to come up. This is the bird feeder that my son made for me. And he did this on a 3D printer. It took him a lot of work and a lot of things, but he's got the flowers and stuff on the top, and the vines and the leaves in the inside of the bowl. Anyways, pretty cool. Birds like it. These are my birdbaths that I am going to probably give it a little more degree or two temperature so that I can paint them outside and get them all looking brand new. The branches weren't quite as high this year because I just couldn't get any at the recycle place. They were always buried with stuff. And I don't really want to drill a bunch of holes down into the roots if they're starting to grow. So I'm going to try to hold out until spring with these and just take these out as soon as possible. But there is a whole lot of new life down there. And I am not sure what all my plants are that are in there, but I am very happy to see that much new life. I usually have more boughs in there that protect them a lot better. Just didn't happen this year. Couldn't get them. And then I'd get busy, and I got so many boughs here I can't see the ground. I'm not seeing anything down there, but there could easily be under the pine boughs. Some dianthus. It's green. It's been trying to come up. Oh, that honeysuckle does have some new life on it. So, last year it tried to bloom in December. And after it tried to bloom in December, it froze really hard. I think it dropped to 20 below. And after it dropped to 20 below, it did not come out of it. And I had to buy new plants. So my little bird feeder's not quite on the hook right. Some things you can do better with one hand, with two hands. There we go. I got these little baskets, but I think I'm going to make some other feeders that maybe look better and are a little bigger. And this is one of my hummingbird feeders, or bird baths, underneath here. And I just have my elephant ear sitting on there so that they can get some extra food in the winter. But I am going to be taking that down pretty soon, and in the next few days when I'm getting those other bird baths going. And I am going to spruce it all up and make it look like new. So I don't know for sure how many bird baths I'm going to get made this spring, but I will try to show you the process of just, taking an old bird bath and fixing up any cracks and crevices and things. This is a nice bird bath, but it has some issues underneath just from the weather and from them filling it up with water and then it getting 20 below. And if it's a deeper bird bath and it gets too much ice in the center, when the ice expands, it breaks or cracks the bird bath, and that's what happened to this. Anyways, I made this for a friend a while back, and it's a great little bird bath. I just want to fix it. And they love this little dish in the top of it. I think she bought this dish at probably Home Depot or something for setting plants in to catch the water, but it's just the right depth for birds, and I know they like the running fountains, but when my friend moved and had no place for birds, had a new apartment, I had inherited a couple of my favorite bird baths back, so I am going to fix these up and renew them and hopefully make them really pretty for somebody, and do that this spring. So yeah, we're gonna work on that here in the next few days and get these ready and have a bird bath sale. So you have a great day. Thanks for hanging in there. Once again, I don't have any birds in my backyard at the moment. And probably if they were watching me, because they've been so skittish this year with all of the hawks and things, they would fly to the neighbors' trees and wait. Every now and then the bird feeders have filled up with them, but there was one in the tree when I came out. And I can hear them chirping, but they have really thick cover in the pine trees and juniper trees next to me. And those are about 50 feet high. So, and the branches of this little tree, they like to sit up there and wait. Wait till all the predators are gone and wait till I'm out of here. And then they'll be back out in the feeders just as soon. And there they go. And they'll go to the top of one of those trees. Anyways, yeah, that's where they went. That's another 50-foot tree. It's some way up there. The hummingbirds like to sit way in the top branches and watch our yard. Anyways, I am eager to see them this year. It has been a weird winter, but They don't usually show up quite yet, so I don't know what I'm going to do for flowers. I just hope a bunch of these come up, because I, at the moment, don't have a lot of money for plants this year. So maybe I can work something out with somebody doing a yard for them for plants. Anyways, I didn't put my greenhouse up. Just don't have the money to run the heaters and the water and the time to run it all winter. Which I really miss, having those thousands of flowers ready for me. But oh well. We'll be ingenuitive and maybe come up with a solution that'll work for a lot of people. So, have a great day, and I will be working on these bird baths and hopefully do a video of just what I'm going to do to restore them and fix any leaks and sealers and things like that I do to make them look new. So, I'll be back, and you have a great day. Thanks for hanging in there with me. We're going to have lots of birds soon. Hummingbirds and flowers again. Can't wait. Bye-bye.